Okay, we're gonna lay out and show you how to install the sink and get it centered. Alright, first thing we want to do is we want to find the center of the sink opening. Alright, so if we just open the cabinet doors, alright, and you come to the inside of the frame, from inside to inside. Okay, we have 22 inches. Alright, now what's half of 22? Is 11. Alright, so what we're going to do is, you've got this stile right here on the face frame. We're going to bring it to this joint right here. Alright, that's what we've measured to down below. So we go 11, then we come over here, and we scribe our line. Alright, now what we want to do is we want to add the width of this stile right here. So we pull from the outside of the face frame over here to our center line, which gives us 13.5. Now we take this and we transfer it up here to the top. Alright, we pull from the outside of the cabinet over here to the outside of the cabinet. Alright, over to 13.5, and we have center. Alright, then you put your straight edge and then scribe your line. You have your center line. Okay, now the next thing, we're going to find center to the half of that, right? So now what we want to do is we want to go from the back of the vanity to the front. We have 19 and looks like a quarter. All right, so if you do the math, okay, 10 and 10 is 20, and so half of 20 would be 10, so it's 19 and a quarter, so that would be like 9 and 3/8, rough 3/16 in there. All right, now then you come up here to the back of your frame, inside to inside. And we have to here, we have it at 8 and a quarter, so I was off a little bit. Alright, so 8 and a quarter is halfway. Now that's our halfway mark. But now the measurement from the wall to the drain for the sink is at 10 inches. Okay, so I know that my drain pipe, because I've measured from the wall to the center of the drain, is at 10. Okay, so I make my mark right here at 10. Okay, now I'm going to take my sink, I'm going to line up the sink hole. Alright, we've now found out where our sink drain is. Alright, so we've made our mark there. And then we can center this hole, the center of the center line. Alright, and center it, eyeball it to center. Okay. And then after you eyeball it to center, okay, now we need to also take a look at what's going on with our faucet. Okay, the faucet, as you see, is real close to the wall and right at the edge of the sink, and we have all this space here, about 4 inches from the edge of the sink to the front of the face frame on the cabinet. All right, now, so what we're going to do is we're now going to move this up about an inch. Okay, so if I bring the center of that, if I bring the back of the hole in the sink to the line, that'd be about an inch up. Okay. Now, I just moved it. You can now see that the pencil line for the center is now at the back edge of the sink hole, the drain hole, right here. There's that pencil line. Now I have a good about an inch of play. Now I can move my faucet up. Okay. About an inch. Alright, we've got this space. I can move it up. Oh, let's move it up a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. Give us about a 1/4 of an inch gap there. Alright, let's bring it in. Okay, so that's going to work. That's about a 1/4 of an inch of space. Now, all I have to do is make sure that I'm center eyeballing this in there. Alright, I can bring this over a hair. And that's about center. Alright, now, just go around. Alright, now, I know where I need to place my sink drain hole is right there. Alright, now I can move this. Alright, now we can take the faucet. Alright, now we can just kind of trace around the faucet. That looks pretty even to centered. Alright, so now I just hold this down and trace around. And we now have the faucet hole and the drain hole. Okay, now when we cut our hole, alright, for the faucet, okay, we're going to cut to the inside here, alright, and we're going to cut an inside hole, alright, so that it fits over the hole. So these little, the pipes will be able to come up there through the tubes, alright. So it's going to be just big enough to go around all of that. When we make our cut, when we cut these out. Now let's just see how this measures. Alright, so if I cut 2 holes at this diameter, about 1.25 inches, I believe. And we will know that in just a minute. But that's down the road when we go to cut that. This is just the layout. And this is how you get your layout. Alright? So if we place this back in its place, alright, we can also determine we have in front of the sink, alright, the lip of the sink to the face, alright, to the face of the cabinet, alright, we have about 3 inches. So I could even move it forward another 1/2 inch, alright, and I might do that.